In this video, we are going to see how we can combine multiple Excel sheets into a single Excel sheet or a single Excel file. So here in this example, we have January, February, and March separately created in separate sheets, and we have a couple of transactions for each month separately mentioned. So let's say that you want to combine all of this so that we can apply pivot table or any other important formula. So we have a couple of methods for that. Let's insert a new sheet. Let's make a total sheet. And one method is a traditional method where you can manually just copy the first whole sheet, paste it in the totals, and then after the data ends, you just go to the next sheet and ignore the headings because headings is already there. You just copy the data and paste it in the total. So that way you can combine multiple months. But the problem is if you have a lot of sheets, it will be very time taking and it's also not dynamic. That means if something changes in the original data, it won't be updated in the total sheet. So it's not a very good method of doing the work or combining all of the data. Another way of doing this is using the VStack formula. So what I'll do is just go to the total sheet, paste the headings, and in the very first cell, I'll just use VStack formula. Let me just zoom it for you so that you can easily see. VStack. In here, it is just asking to select the array. So basically what it allows is to select multiple sheets. So I'll just select the first sheet and hold the shift key, select the last sheet. And if the data is of same length, what we can do is just select the first line where the data is starting from. Just select that first cell, Control Shift right and Control Shift down and hit enter. What this will do is it will combine all of the results for you into a single sheet. After that, you just have to format this, and as you can see, the data is pasted here. But as we can see in this particular example, we don't have the exact same length of the data, and also we have this error that we can ignore. But whenever we make any updates, it will not be shown here, as you can see. So for these kind of situations, we will use a special function named Power Query that can easily work on these kind of scenarios. So just press Ctrl N. It will insert a new sheet for you. And from here, I'll just go to the data and click on Get Data, select from File, and then select the Excel workbook. In here, you select the sheet, click on Import. And by the way, guys, you will find this sheet with the resources section of this video so that you can follow along. And once I click on Import, it will take some time and it's gonna pop up this navigator here. And we have these 3 sheets in this folder. So this is all a reference. We can start from one named January and click on Transform Data. It will open this up in the Power Query editor. Just maximize it. But on our right, we have some applied steps. What we want to do is we want to get back to the source. So we just cancel out all of these other changes. And this is the main source. So basically, we want to combine all of these sheets. We don't want all of this other columns. So let me just select all of them. So select Control and select all of these. Remove the columns. Now what we want to do is we want to expand and combine all of this data. So we will click on this little icon and it says expand and click OK. So what you will notice is it will easily combine the data. But once the next month is started, it is including the headings as well for the second sheet. So what I'll do is on the top, you can see this option, use first row as headers. So click on that and now it is changed to headers. Now for the January, since it is not January, this is all months. I'll just change the title to months. Hit enter. But if we scroll down, we will still see that these headings are shown. And after that, what we can do is just hit any drop down and filter that out. So we have all the brands here, but whatever says brand, basically that's the heading name. So just unselect all and select only brand, click OK. So we can either delete this 2 rows, or otherwise what we can do is select all and just uncheck the brand, click OK, and now you have the filtered data. Now you might have noticed that the order date or the dates are showing in some other sequence. That's because our data is in such a way. So that's not a problem, just ignore it for now. And whenever after that you want to insert the data, now we just go to the corner and click on close and load, and it will be updated in your main sheet. After that, you can format it however you want. Let's say I want it to be in this particular way. And the dates, you can format it in the date sequence like this. And you can arrange it in order. So after that, if we click on the months, you can see that it has combined all of the results like January, February, and March. Click OK. But after that, let's say that the April data comes in. I need to see whether it can account for it and it can automatically combine or not. So let's go back to the sheet and let's add a new sheet, right? April, or instead what we can do is just delete this. Let me just create a duplicate of March, move or copy, move to the end, create a copy, and let's say this is the data for April, and Control F. Instead of 03, we will change it to 04, replace all. So now it's the data for April. Let me just replace 3 with 4 as well. So this is April data now. Click Save. And now we will go to our Power Query sheet. On our right, we can see the queries and connections. Until now, we can see only March data is updated. But when we right click here, click on Refresh, it should be able to add new data here. And that's an amazing thing which can save you a lot of time to update the data. So that's how we can consolidate multiple Excel sheets into one in Excel. Just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.